How you feeling? Doing it? So this next tune that we're going to play for you guys is called Under Construction, and it just talks about the fact that we are all works in progress. Sometimes when we see people up on a stage, I think it's easy to assume that we've got it kind of all together, we've got it all figured out. But I assure you guys, we are people just like every single one of us in this room tonight, and we deal with the same struggles, the same hurts, the same hang-ups. One of the things that I deal with a lot and that I have to keep on giving back to God is worry. I struggle with worry. I wrote this next song about what God has taught me through my daughter, Olivia. When Olivia was 15 months old, she was diagnosed with type 1 diabetes. And my wife and I were very young. We were new parents. We had no idea how we were going to take care of our baby girl. And I'm not going to lie, there have been some days that have been really difficult. It's been really hard. It's a chronic illness, and it never goes away. You don't get to kind of take a vacation from that, or, she has to prick her fingers every day and check her blood sugar, and we have to count every single carb that she eats. And there have even been days when I've asked God, what did I do to deserve this situation in my life? I think one of the hardest things that any parent can face is seeing their kid suffer, seeing their child suffer. I would give anything in my life to be able to take that off of her, to take it away from my little girl. But the truth is, we may never have all of the answers in this life for our ongoing prayers for Olivia's healing. But at the end of the day, we are right where we were meant to be all along, right here, right now. And as we sang earlier, just a minute ago, God does not make mistakes. We serve a God of hope. We serve a God who keeps his promises. He's the same yesterday, today, he will be the same tomorrow. And if he has the power to part the seas and to bring dead things back to life, well, you know what? I think he knows exactly what he's doing. So when those days come, when nothing seems like it's making sense, it's not going right, and we feel like diabetes has beat us, we can lean on him, we can look to his word, and that says that he is who he said he was, and he will never leave us, he will never forsake us. My favorite scripture is Jeremiah 29:11, and that says, I know the plans that I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you a hope and a future. It's a good word. So today, Olivia is living an incredibly full, blessed life. She's healthy. She's a competitive ballet, jazz, tap dancer. And our family is a living testimony that through God's strength and his alone, diabetes is not going to get the better of us. It's not going to beat us. We're claiming that promise of hope that we have a future and that Olivia has a future. My close friend and bandmate right here, Alyssa, she also wrestles with type 1 diabetes. It's kind of a crazy, funny thing about our band. And she's up here for you guys singing tonight. And tonight this band is standing before you guys as examples of what God can do. Because what the enemy intended for evil, to take us out, to pull us away from our purpose, God is redeeming that. He's restoring it, and he is using it for his glory. Because I know that if God can enable us to overcome the challenges of chronic illness that we face, he can give you the strength to overcome whatever it is that you're struggling with tonight as well. So if you're facing something tonight, something right now that seems impossible, something that seems like you'll never get the victory over that thing, whatever that is, whether that's an addiction, an illness, maybe depression or a broken marriage, a financial struggle, whatever it is, no matter where you're at right now, he is still there, right behind you, just waiting for you to fall back on him, waiting for you to claim that promise in his word that he really does have a plan to prosper you, to give you a hope, to give you a future. So if you place that thing before him and you allow him to do the work that only he can do, Scripture says that he'll work all things, not some things, but all things together for your good. So when it gets right down to it, he's not looking for people who have it all together, who have it all figured out. He's just after people who will lean on him and allow him to show himself mighty on their behalf. So you're not a mess, you're not a failure, you're not a mistake, you're just under construction.
Amen.
Ask you to pardon the mess, 'cause God's not through with me yet. Everything's is this world in progress? Still got a few bumps in the road, few cracks in a couple of holes. I'm a construction zone, mode on, but through all the chaos, hazards and noise, he sees a work of art. He's putting together all that's destroyed, restoring every part. I'm under construction, right where I belong. My Father has come to me. I'm in renovation, but after he's done, I'll be his masterpiece. Built in a day. No, it's not about perfection, it's about being changed. So thanks for your patience, taking it slow. I don't mean to cause you stress. I'm good today, I'll be better tomorrow. One day you'll be best. I'm under construction, right where I belong. My Father has come to me. I'm in renovation, but after he's done, I'll be his masterpiece. He's changing every lie to truth, worry into peace. He's changing all my tears to joy, and doubt into security. He won't leave me the way I am. Oh, no. He won't leave me the way I am. I'm under construction, right where I belong. My Father has come to me. I'm in renovation,